the end of the day, like, I wanted to keep doing this, but I didn't want to. I saw that as potential pitfall.
Got it.
I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, that's right. I don't need nothing else. That's right.
King's Dream Entertainment.
So you build this momentum.
Yeah.
The numbers go crazy. You're selling out shows, and you guys were doing really well financially.
Yeah.
Why? What made you want to partner with Capital?
Yeah. So we have a partnership with Capital. It's a really good split. But I felt like with streaming coming out, I felt like labels would. Big businesses, like I felt like they would take over Spotify and Apple and Connect and make it harder for the independent man. So because of that, I was like, all right, if we partner, they have the connections we need for streaming. And we kind of are bringing our sales and our momentum.
Because you guys were selling a gang of records, but you saw streaming coming, knowing it was going to change the game.
When I saw one of our records didn't do as good as the previous one, I just started knowing a pattern of actual physical albums going down. So I was like, all right, I can't even get a hold of Spotify. At the time, it was no man's land. No one knew about how to do playlisting and stuff. We were just putting our music out there. And so I was like, maybe partnering with a label that knows the streaming world would help us out. And that's what we did. That was one of the reasons why we signed. Because I foresaw it was going to be hard to continue when no one's going to buy records. And so we had to make money. And, at the end of the day, like, I wanted to keep doing this, but I didn't want to. I saw that as potential pitfall.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so do you think an artist in today's climate should aspire to be on a major label, should aspire to be independent?
I think it depends, man. I think, like, for me, I like major label. I like working in corporate office because I come from that. But, there's a lot of guys who make a lot of money being independent. And so I really feel like if you have the right management, you're good. And it all has to do with your vision. Like Dylan, we brought Dylan on the road, or Dill. He hates when I call him by his government name. So No Big Deal was on the road, and he's an independent man. He loves hands-on, sending merch, working, and I think that's cool. That's what he wants, and I love that for him. And I know how cool it feels to do that. And for us, I feel like, I wanna. The only way I could change Christian music is to get in there and kind of be that disruptive factor. Yeah. Because even right now, we're trying to challenge the idea of what should be on Christian radio. Because I do feel like in 10 years, like, who's going to be the next guy on Christian radio? Like, like, these people are, like, well into their 50s. Are they ever going to stop? Who's going to be the next generation? And I'm like, I would hope, like, they open, the gate to say, these guys could, take it from us, but I don't know. But it feels like every song is exactly the same. It's like God, but regurgitated information. It's not like a new revelation. It's like, so for us, we're trying to change what you hear and trying to push it a little bit further into, like, different topics and stuff that are just not the same radio feel. Yeah. So that's one thing that we're trying to accomplish. But you can only do that on a major. You can't do that independent. Like, you're not going to get on the radio chart being independent.
Pros of being on a major radio, they still control radio.
They still control radio, the playlisting relationships that they have, the marketing relationships they have, the money that they give you, like getting money to work on your stuff, and then, the money is a big factor. If you can recoup, the money is going to be good. If you struggle at recouping on your first couple weeks.
Define what recouping means.
So, all right, let's say the label gives you $10,000. Just, Marty for President was $10,000. That's how much it cost. The first week I did it, I sold 10,000 albums, so I recouped instantly. I made more money than what I was given. So the surplus is what I got to keep. Okay. And so if you're on a major and you know how to recoup fast, you're good. If you struggle with that, you're not going to make it. You're just going to be in debt, and it's going to get deeper and deeper, and you're going to be screwed, basically.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the cons of being on a major label.
Cons.
Not about your major label, because we love.
No, I love Capital.
Capital CMG.
No, I think that the one that
hypothetically,
one thing that's good with them is that they're artist friendly. Yeah. So but the cons of being with the label, I would say, you can't just do anything you want. Yeah. And it's fun sometimes to be like, I like this song, I'm putting it out next month. Everything is very timed, at least a month or 2 months in advance. Or really, 8 weeks is the minimum you get. But then you have to have the team on board. Like, you have to put it into the system within 8 weeks. So there's that. Unless you want to go SoundCloud. But so putting out music takes a little bit more time. You have more hands involved. You can't be as like cynical or offensive as you want. Like for me, that was a big thing. Like I can't say anything I wanted anymore. They'll be like, "Can you not do that?" You know. It feels, it's just corporate. If you've worked a corporate job and you've worked somewhere where you have HR, that's what it's like, but it's with the label. But I like it. I like the team. I love my A&R Josh and Brad and Hudson, and it feels good to like do something together.
Yeah.
And so with them, they make it feel like it's like a small label, but with a big influence.
Got it.
Which makes it a lot easier for us.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I could do like Columbia and the mainstream. I don't think I would survive there.
Yeah.
There's too many artists, too many hands, and politics.
Yep.
It's just a mess. Yeah.
Marty is a new artist in 2020. He's 23, 24.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing? How are you getting attention? How are you being disruptive? How are you building your brand?
All right. I started.
She say I'm a triple, honey, welcome to Trivago. Tell me who you know, who is you tripping for a follow? Ball in the air like Showtime at the Apollo. Puffing up your chest, the next thing you know is hollow. But well, hello, I've been swinging like some jello. The guy wanted a fun guy, he gets some portobello. So I guess I need some grease up on my elbow. Yeah, but now my light turned yellow. And I've been looking for a cheat code. Life don't come in a neat bowl, bringing the receipt home. But we